Compliments. I also got a comment from someone asking me about physiotherapy and what it costs, what we did in physiotherapy. I'll be honest with you, I did most of the physiotherapy myself. Reason being that I just couldn't afford to pay for physiotherapy. Because this boy, like I said in my previous video, was always on me as he was exclusively breastfed, I used every opportunity I had to massage him, to stretch him, to do all the maneuvers that I saw physiotherapists doing. I took him to hospital once or twice, no, about 3 times, saw what they were doing and came home and decided to do them myself because I couldn't afford to pay for it. And the distance between my house and the hospital was something that was made it practically impossible. I lived in 1004 estates in Lagos and I had to go to Lasut. So you can imagine my commute and I had to walk. So it was not easy for me. That was why I did all the physiotherapy myself. He didn't have neck control until around 8-9 months. Between that period, before he had the neck control, what I did was always constantly massaging him, turn him this way. He goes to bed with my hand on his body, massaging him. He wakes up with my hand on his body, massaging him, flipping his hand, turning it, doing all the maneuvers. We can't say the number of times we did that in a day. We did that so many times, many times, as many times as I'm available, because we really didn't have any option. And then when we back him, I had a caregiver in the house. When we back him, you have to use another shawl to hold his head because the head was always flipping on all sides. So the good news is that he was able to hold his head as he's holding his head.
Why?
Ahmed.
Why did you have to mention it?
Because we want to encourage other people. We're encouraging people so that when they see that their child has a special need, they will support the child.
No need to say it.
I shouldn't say it.
I'm doing that too.
Just keep doing what you are doing. So that is what we did. So please, I have seen my experience. I have listened. I have heard even experts say that early intervention is key. Do not postpone the intervention of your child. If you can't afford the experts, because they are very few and they are very expensive. If you can't afford the experts, try whatever you can. Do things yourself. It's even more helpful for the child, in my view, because when you take these children for physiotherapy, they are always crying. The procedures are tough. They are very, intense and tough on them. So, but I do them, in bits and pieces, and then we're able to achieve some results. So please, the care for your child cannot be outsourced. It cannot. You cannot outsource it. What you can do is to support the experts, or the experts are supporting you to raise your child, to help your child. The experts are working to support you. If you take your child for physiotherapy, for instance, it can be more than 1 or 2 hours, and that's it. And it can be every day, can it? Every day would stress the child out. But when you are doing it yourself in the house, you are massaging the hand, you are massaging the leg. You can do it only for 5 minutes sometimes, and then you stop, you come back to it again. So the consistency and the frequency of what you are doing can lead to better results. Early intervention gives you better outcomes. We'll do another one in response to what people are saying. I'll be reading comments, and whatever you want me to address, I definitely will. We need to put the information out there so that many more mothers and fathers, if they are there, can help these children. Thank you. Ahmed? Say bye.
Bye.
You didn't even look up. You didn't look up. Look up now. Ah, you're not smiling. Smile.
And you guys, I'm out.